We have Oops versus Affinity.
Yep.
What does Affinity do to beat Oops game one?
You have to mull the force.
I mean, if you're on the play, I believe he has Chalice on one, so it might not be too bad to be able to do,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, but then they still have the ability to go what is like Lotus Petal, and then the 2 mana ritual, Cabal ritual,
Yeah, that's fair.
and then into the spy or the you know
Yeah,
and
and
the
then
Spirit
activate,
Guide,
go from
like
there,
the Spirit
right? Yeah.
Guide. Yeah. So there are ways outside of Dark Ritual. I mean, the only 1 mana spell is Dark Ritual and therapies, and therapies are off in the sideboard, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not sure if Emilio knows what his opponent is on.
Yep.
If he thinks his opponent is just on some random deck, then like you can't just go you know you have to just keep a good hand and pray the opponent has a bad hand.
Yes,
and go
that's
from
fair.
there, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
And then pray your sideboard is good enough against this.
That is fair. So, I mean, again, I think for most viewers, we've probably seen this Oops All Spells deck, and we've heard about it for the last, 2+ years at least, coming out of the woodworks and kind of doing its thing. But any quick breakdown of how this deck kind of flies and how it operates?
Yeah, so basically once you get to 4 mana on turn 1,
Okay.
so you're playing Dark Rituals, Chrome Moxes, Lotus Petals, and then every land in the deck is a flip land. So
Yep.
so it's like Shatter Skull, not Shatter Skull, the black versions.
Oh, the MDFCs, the multi-dual face cards? Yes, okay.
Yeah. So there's
Okay.
it's all the usually
Modal dual face cards,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Yep.
So usually you're playing the black versions, and sometimes they're playing the green versions,
Okay,
like
yep.
Frailized Disciple, and
Yep.
because they have Memory's Journey as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So usually you're trying to play those as your lands, get to 4 mana on turn 1. So you're playing all the Spirit Guides. You're playing the Simian Spirit Guides and Elvis Spirit Guides.
Yep.
And you're playing the 4 Dark Rituals, 4 Cabal Rituals, 4 Lotus Petals. So anything to try to get to 4.
4 mana, basically count to 4.
Yeah, exactly. And then so your key spells are the Balustrade Spies and the Undercity Informer.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. One of them is
Right. Oh, okay, yeah.
So basically, Oops is just trying to get to 4 mana on turn 1, slam down one of those creatures.
Right, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, slam down one of those creatures, and then when one of those creatures enter the battlefield, one of them is when it hits the battlefield, you reveal your cards to your deck until you hit a basic land.
Yep.
And because the deck doesn't play any basic lands, you're revealing your entire deck.
So the whole deck is
into
in
the graveyard.
the graveyard. Okay.
The other creature I believe, is 3 mana. It comes into play, and then you pay 1 mana, sacrifice it, and it does the exact same thing.
I gotcha. Okay, so there's 8 pieces of the exact same thing.
Right.
Okay.
And then basically the deck plays Narcomoebas.
Okay.
Plays Narcomoebas, and then you place therapies, and then so you can get the what is that? There's a 3/1 from the Warhammer set.
Oh, Poxwalkers.
Poxwalkers.
Yes. That card. Yes.
Yes, Poxwalker's back, and then
Right.
and then you cast Dread Return, and then targeting Thassa's Oracle, and that's how you win the game on turn 1.
Makes sense. Okay, so that's what Jatan is hoping to do on the right side of our screen here. He will be playing that particular deck. And like as you mentioned, Emilio was 4-0 going into round 5 here. So he's going to be playing. Actually, we don't know who won the dice roll. I know we just saw them roll dice, but it looks like Jatan's already on a mulligan right now, right? Looks like Jatan is on the play, right? Okay, so let's see what happens here. He's going to 6 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just looking at his deck list, it looks
Yeah.
fairly normal.
I know
I see there's only 2 Poxwalkers, because usually I think I only
Yeah,
see
I was
3.
just gonna say there's usually a flex between 3 Narcomoebas, 1 Poxwalker, 2/2, 3. It could be even 3/1. Sometimes I've even seen no list without Narcomoeba at all. But again, I think it's come to a standard that 2 to 3 is somewhere in the mix.
Yeah.
Because you want to at least have some. You need your creatures in play to sack to that Dread Return that we talked about, right?
Yeah.
So.
And his sideboard is very, very interesting, and we'll get
Oh.
there. We'll get there on game.
Yeah, let's do that
after game 1. But
Yes.
his sideboard is very, very interesting.
I agree.
Yeah. But
Oh,
okay, so Emilio's going
so
first.
Emilio's on the play. Okay, perfect.
Okay, and it's Patrick Automaton.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and
Emilio's at 18 with
Yeah.
the patchwork in play.
and then maybe Emilio will have some baubles or Mox Opal. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
he's growing his stuff. He's growing the Automaton. Growing
Okay.
again.
I mean, okay.
Casting another spell. Is it Okay, Emery,
Okay, I
nice.
mean we're definitely
Yep.
we're off to a good start. If this
Mill
was
four.
a regular game of Magic.
Okay. Can you warp from with Emery, or is it only from hand?
I believe it's only from hand you can
Okay.
warp. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, Emery can bring back another, can cast another Patrick Automaton next turn, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good beatdown plan at least, right? You know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now hopefully Jatan will has, kept a hand that has 4 mana, and and has his payoff piece, has a Battle Street Spy,
Yeah,
or
he's
or
calculating the
Undercity
mana.
Informer.
Right. Yeah, checking out the mana count here. Again,
Yeah.
we don't fully see, but I mean, again, doesn't have to worry about four. I could be wrong, but he may not be thinking about Forcible because only 2 cards in hand. But
Yeah.
of course, we know there's only 2 Kappa Cannoneers in Emilio's hand at this point. But he's just trying to calculate the ensure 4 mana.
If you're Oops All Souls players, you're gonna go for it. You have to go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
You're just
That's the
so
whole
he's
point,
paying
right?
3 life to for the land.
So 17 to
So he's
18.
17.
And let's see what we got here.
Okay, he's unmasking first.
That's fair.
I wonder why he decided to play the land first. Because there's no days.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe he thinks there's days.
Okay, Sink into Stupor.
Oh, Sink into Stupor. That was 2 Kappa Cannoneers. Okay.
Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, so I guess he'll. Oh, okay. Hopefully that other card is exiled. I don't think it matters too much, but
yeah, it should be, but yeah, we'll see if it does.
so this is a Cabal Ritual.
3
okay,
mana.
so it makes 3 mana.
There's your 3 mana for our
Battle Straight Spy, and so he needs 1 more mana. So he's gonna combo off next turn.
No, this is the Understanding Informer, but yes, exactly. I hear you though.
Yeah.
Next turn he's got it. So
sorry, this is the Understanding Informer, but
Yeah.
yeah. So he needs to pay 1 extra mana to activate
this.
the ability,
Yeah.
and then the activation ability will build his entire deck.
exactly.
Yeah, so he'll do it next turn.
So now Emilio's trying to figure out what his best route is, and again, he has all the time in the world because he knows he's going to get flipped over. his whole
Okay,
deck,
and
right?
this makes sense with him getting rid of Sink into Stupor, because if he did not get rid of Sink into Stupor, Emilio would have he would be able to hardcast it.
It would bounce
and
it
then
back,
It would have
right?
been a counterspell. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So now Emilio's trying to figure out how to try to kill him in this swing.
Yeah. How to
Unfortunately, he
navigate
did
this,
not
yeah.
mill his Tormod script with his Emery.
Yeah. Does he have
Right.
it in the main deck
or,
there?
Or he did not remove, or he did not get like the Aether Spellbomb, or usually like they play all these one-ofs.
Yeah, just in case
that
there's
has
something
utility.
here.
It looks like he
quick
doesn't have any
check.
of those. So
No.
yeah, he's just. Oh, he could have gone a Pithing Needle,
Okay. Could
and that would have stopped the Understeam Informer from activating. But unfortunately, he did not hit it. So
Okay, Emilio goes to 16.
yeah.
Looks
Oh,
like.
he's trying to hardcast Capra
Yeah.
here, which is fine. And then he's gonna. Oh, he should have done that before attacks, because it would have pumped the.
Okay. Casting the Opal Legend Rule.
Yeah. Maybe some of this should have been done pre-combat, but okay.
I think. Well, this definitely is pre-combat. So now.
Oh
you
no,
just-
he did not. Oh, sorry. He had to improvise, so he did not go into.
Ah,
combat.
right. Yeah, that's why
my
too.
bad. My bad.
Yes, he had to improvise too.
I really dislike Capra Cannoneer.
Yeah. Of
Sorry,
the,
chat.
Of the way of the way it locks down your creatures.
Yeah, sorry, chat.
So let's just walk through it here. Hopefully he Jatan here shows the whole process. Again, I see the 2 Poxwalkers, so they're in his deck still.
Yeah.
There's the 1 Oracle, the Jack-O-Lantern, Cabal Therapy. He's just mixing through all the stuff here.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna therapy, sacrificing Dark Amoeba, and then with the casting of a therapy, all of his Poxwalkers come back.
Yep, 2 Poxwalkers, and I'm pretty sure he has a bridge from below somewhere in here.
Yeah, and
Right.
and he has a bridge from below. He has 1.
Yep. It's
So
still
he's
in the
making 2 zombies. So he's making 1 zombie from this.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So he's making 1 zombie from this. He's getting 2, and he can even target himself. Like he doesn't need to target.
With Cabal Therapy, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can target us if you want, Jatan.
Yeah. And then now he's gonna get Dread Return, and then yeah. He's gonna sacrifice the 2 Poxwalkers plus the zombie.
Just looking
get
to
the
the deck.
Poxwalkers back plus 2 more zombies, and then get the Oracle back.
So I've seen a lot of lists actually recently. They're not even playing the Memories Journey in the main deck.
Oh, really?
They're playing it in the side because they figure game 1 you're just gonna
Win?
That's the point. Right? You just win. So why do you ever need to have Memories Journey in the main deck as a dead card, right?
Okay.
So I think that's where the 60 I could be wrong, but I think that was the 61st card in those decks usually.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, Jitan gets game 1 on the
Yeah.
draw.
And apologies for if we're pronouncing his name incorrectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know. I know you played at Anime Alley on Thursday, so you can slap me on the wrist if we're saying your name wrong.
Yeah, but his sideboard is very, very interesting.
Yeah, let's talk through this one
So
because he is on the draw
Yeah.
on this point.
So he's onto all creature plan. So he's got 4 Barragoyfs, 3 Doughty Voidwalkers, 2 Goblin Charbelchers, 2 Rotting Regisaurs, and 4 Unstoppable Slashers.
Yeah, what's this? Okay, so I know someone was trying to explain the slasher situation to me. How does this card actually work?
Okay, so basically it's a 3 mana, 2/3 Death Touch, and then whenever the creature deals damage to a player, so they lose for example, if they're at 20, they get hit by this creature, they're at 18, and then it triggers, so they lose 9 life, so they're at 9.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay, fair enough. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Now the second ability is whenever this creature dies, if it has no counters on it, return to the battlefield tapped under its own controls with 2 stun counters on it. So it does not untap for another 3 turns, kind of.
Okay, so
Right? But this part won't matter.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
it usually doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
You know?
So basically, this thing it's kind of like a 3-turn clock, because the first swing is gonna hit you to 9, and then this
then you go to 7, then you go to 4.
yeah.
Or-
Well, you go to and then the next swing you go to 7 and then divide that by 2, right? And then so you divide that by 2, round up, so 4. So
Yeah.
you go to 3, and the next turn you die, right? So by this itself, it's a 3-turn clock.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
So
and it has
that's-
death touch.
And death touch too. So you don't want to block this thing,
Yeah,
right? Of
and
course.
Rod and Regisaur.
Yeah.
It's I guess it's a kind of old card, but it's kind of a fun card. You know, it's a 3 mana 7/6, does not have any evasion, and at beginning of upkeep discard a card.
Yeah, that's it, right?
But yeah, it did really it's just turning sideways every turn.
That's it,
Forcing
just
you to
do
forcing you to
something
block.
about it,
Yeah,
right?
forcing you to
Yes.
have blockers. Yeah, and then Doughty Voidwalker just 3/2, unblockable, pretty much.
Yep, because
Right.
unless you have another shadow on the other side of the board,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. And then a Barragoyf, just a relative. Well, I'm not too sure about the Barragoyf because usually when you're playing this deck, usually when you're casting your spells don't really hit the graveyard, or
Yep.
when you're casting it, like you're exiling like the Spirit Guide, so you don't get the creatures.
Yep,
And
that's
then,
fair.
Or like a lot of things don't hit the graveyard on your side. So the Barragoyf, I don't think it's that impactful.
Honestly,
like,
I think
it might be like a 2/3
Yeah,
or
yeah,
3/4
yeah.
at the biggest.
Which I don't think it's that. I think it's just because you can go Dark Ritual Barrel
Yes.
That's basically all this card's really doing.
Right, but then if
And
you're
it's
doing
just a
that,
big blocker.
if you're doing that, it's a 1/2 and gets bolted, right? And you're set.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but how much bolt is there?
No,
running around,
but
right?
but you know what I
yes,
mean, right? Like
yes,
when
exactly.
When you're seeing this card,
Yes,
Barragoyf, you want
yes.
it's like, oh my God, it's like 5/6. It's so hard
I
to
can't
remove,
deal with
blah,
this
blah,
thing.
blah,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But I think in this particular deck, it's not the greatest thing that you want to be doing.
That's fair.
There might be some other creature, I don't know, but I know a lot of people have been choosing Barragoyf, maybe
Barragoyf,
because
yeah.
it's the latest and great, like the latest craziest hit.
Because Slasher was the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then it ended up being now Barragoyf becomes now this new one that everyone's playing, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
it has some yeses and like it has some pluses and minuses, but
Yeah.
I still hear you though that it's not the most amazing thing to be doing on turn 1.
Yeah.
But you know what? You hope your opponent graveyard fills up pretty fast when they're trying to get rid of it or deal with it or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
it comes like a 3/4, 4/5 or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
and the
So-
interesting thing is, right? So right now he's got to play the game where it's like, well, does my opponent actually have graveyard removal?
Yes.
Right. And then if he thinks that his opponent doesn't have graveyard removal, he won't even sideboard. Or he could be like, you know what? I'm just going to sideboard. And then if he loses game 2, it's
Go to
like,
game 3 and do
if
the
he
same thing.
No, if he loses game 2, he just shuffles his entire sideboard into his deck.
And then figure
And-
yes.
And he has to take 15 cards out, and then his opponent's going to have to guess, like, oh, should I have creature removal or
Yeah,
graveyard?
yeah,
or combo hate?
What version are you doing
Right?
of the deck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So now they're playing this really weird mind game where it's like, both sides are kind of they're trying to one up each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Essentially, do you have leyline? Oh no, you don't have leyline. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a creature plan. Or you brought in you brought in your creature plan. You kept in your there's no fatal push as this example.
Yeah.
But like just like all that kind of stuff, right? Like what do you do?
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
case,
and,
right?
and you see here, Emilio, he's probably thinking like, oh, it's force or bust.
Yes,
Force or bust.
exactly.
Or he needs like graveyard hate or bust. Right?
Or
And-
again, he's maybe hiding the idea of that he has leyline, let's say, too, by mulliganing.
yeah,
But
exactly. But then now his opponent's like, oh, you know what? All I need to do is cast Dark Ritual and get a creature on board, and then his entire plan is like Emilio's plan is totally gone.
yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, this is really interesting.
See, I think this is where game 2 comes in with the chalices because, like, if you're I mean, yes, there are, of course, like I said, the hands that don't care about Chalice on 1. But at least if you are on the creature plan, Dark Ritual is a card to hit, right? Like with that Chalice. But yes, like Chalice on 1 still doesn't stop Cabal Ritual and all that jazz, right?
Yeah.
So
Now the thing is that, do you actually want Chalice on 0 or 1? Because
I think if it was game 1, you'd want to go on 0 because of like Pact Negation, Lotus Petal. But then technically you're losing your own stuff, so maybe you side out some of your 0 drops. So you're not so like lambasted when you get Chalice on 0.
yeah, see, like
right?
this is the hard part about Chalice against this deck, right? Because you think like, oh yeah, Chalice on 1, easy peasy, and then they're like, oh, guess what? Lotus Petal, Spirit Guide, and then you get there,
exactly.
right?
Go off.
And so you're like, should I have gone on 0? But then if you go on 0, they're like Dark Ritual, then you get there. So it's not the catch-all that you want it to be.
Yeah, 100%. No, makes sense.
So I think this is his multi 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a force. I see a skateboard. I see a ball.
Oh, but it's a force of negation.
Yeah.
So that means if he keeps this, he has to force a Dark Ritual.
I was just gonna say, like,
He must force a
when
Dark Ritual.
when is the mode when you actually counter the mana? You know what I mean?
Well,
this is the moment, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Or this is the hand if he wants to keep it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he could do a better 4, mate. But again, Emilio knows his deck a lot better.
Well, it's also tough because a lot of the deck is not blue.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of deck is not blue, so it's like, well, yeah. See, he's boarding up. He's bottoming the non-blue cards,
stuff, right? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Urza Saga is good. Hopefully, there's an Ancient Tomb in hand. Okay, there we go.
Okay. There's the crypt. Okay, so it sounds like from all the thumbs up that J-Tan is giving him is like, I'm on a creature plan. Get ready, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully he's on a creature plan, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Okay, Petal, Ritual.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the ritual. Okay. Oh, Roger
7/6.
Registrar.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Beat
Let's
down.
go. See, can't force. He has a force of negation.
I would have. Oh no! Oh god.
Oh, but I don't know if this is actually good because Jatan only has 2 cards in his hand.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna draw. He's gonna discard both during upkeep.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna draw 1, and then he can't play. And then so one of his 7/6 is gonna die. Right.
Oh, so he just passes turn. Okay.
Well, no,
yeah.
he has to attack, but then
No. Like discarding isn't a cost. It's just.
it's upkeep cost.
But the creature won't die if you can't discard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. So he just just pooped out 2. So in that case, Dark Ritual or Force of Negation one of the Dark Rituals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to force rituals.
You have to force the ritual.
Cognizant to force rituals.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't on the creature plan, because he knows that the 4th mana, like as soon as the opponent gets the 4th mana and he casts like the spy or the Necessity Informer, those are creatures too. So you can't counter those things. So
with Force of Negation.
So he needed to be cognizant to counter the Dark Ritual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 100%. Again, like that's.
Oh, this is. Rod Reach is so much better. I thought it was if you can't destroy it.
No.
If you can't discard during upkeep.
No.
It just dies.
It just sits there.
Oh my.
Yeah,
that is so good.
You just don't discard.
Yeah, that is so much better
Right?
than I expected.
Yeah, that's why when this card first came out, I think it was this deck, and there was like another Reanimator deck that was sideboarding it, I think, because again, you go to Reanimate into Shallow Grave.
Yes.
Now you go just Dark Ritual Registrar. What? Right?
Yeah.
And this is okay. So we did bring in the Void Walkers and the Slashers.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
He has to bring this in every game too, because his opponents will be expecting that.
Exactly.
He has to expect his opponents to bring in
the Graveyard Hate, which
he's just pivoting to everything into creatures.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Charbelcher.
And a Charbelcher.
Yeah, Charbelcher, Barrel Glyphs. Just curious to see, like, if you literally brought in the whole 15.
He has to bring the whole 15.
Right?
There's no point. There it
all is.
Yeah, he must.
Yeah, just double checking.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Registrar. Yeah, everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Shadow Spear, Patchwork, and what the heck card is that? Oh, there's
Consign.
Is that no? I think that might be Chalice.
He bought out Chalices?
I think so.
Oh, maybe.
Are those Chalice of the Voids?
Maybe. I mean, he should board him out on draw and leave him in play.
I mean, he was on the play that game, so we should have.
Yeah.
Right, should have kept him in.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this is how he's been. Our Oops All Spells players
has been doing it. Yeah, you win game. You win game 1.
Wins game 1, and then the switch is unexpected switch to game like this
to the creature's plan, right? Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
Wow. All right, hi guys. So I'm here with Emilio. So our Affinity player from the last round that we just saw. So yeah, Emilio, just I guess thoughts on your last matchup. I know it was kind of quick, but
well, I guess game one, I really wish I knew what the matchup was. I kept my hand in the dark, and
Yeah.
it's getting the fast start with the Affinity draw. It looked fine as is, and then it's just no force or counter magic to protect me, so that kind of fell apart there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, against an unknown opponent,
Yeah.
I feel like you have to keep those hands, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and against like 99% of your opponents, I feel like your hand would have been super great.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I don't think there was anything wrong with the hand you kept. It was just unfortunate.
Just
opponents.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it goes when it's kind of in the dark there. It's like the game two I felt much better about. It's just it sucks when you know it's a very unfair matchup from the
Right.
Affinity side because the deck really wants its cards, but at the same time, I thought the combo was still in. So the first hand was bad. The second, like, I couldn't keep either way. The second hand was fine outside of it didn't do anything to stop their combo. So
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I had to ship it.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my co-commentator that you can't just on the blind and not know if you didn't know he had a transformational sideboard, you can't go like, oh, turn one, like keep a hand with no force, no interaction, and just go land pass and then die, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just not acceptable, right? Which so I understand why you mulligan so hard. I think post board we saw your how you sideboarded. And did you side like on the play? Did you sideboard your chalices out? Because we were thinking that you might have kept those in on the play and then bought them out on draw.
I took them out because my thought process was I wanted the flutes more. So if I could, it's like essentially that was the swap I made. I wanted
Okay.
flutes in for the chalices. Otherwise, like that was the last thing I was considering. I debated putting the chalice back in. I haven't really played with this version of my Affinity deck versus Oops in a while, so the chalices in or out was kind of the biggest decision of for there because my thought was it would only really catch as a dark ritual in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, because I was thinking like even if you had the chalices in, like sure, but if you have one hit Stark Ritual and then you put at zeros, then you hit the Lotus Petals, right?
Well, the biggest issue on zero
It
is
hits your own
yeah,
things too, right?
yeah.
But then I mean like, well, I think in that case it's like sure it hinders you, but then like if they can't cast their spells, then it's much better for you, right? Whereas you maybe sure your petals and your opals aren't as good, but at least you can still do things, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about the chalice. Like I mean, chalice is it's not for sure against this deck anyways.
Yeah.
Right. So okay.
So
you
my
s-
biggest thoughts for the boarding was I needed the Force Negations in for the combo.
Uh-huh.
I needed the Tormod's Crypts in.
Yes.
And then it's like my next thought was chalices or flutes, and then I picked and then I'd rather have flutes in. I'm not a huge fan of putting in one chalice, so it's just like that's kind of where it's like I could have kept the last chalice in. Instead, I decided to put in the consign just to have another blue card.
Okay. Now you said you'd rather have the flutes. So what would you have named with the flutes?
In the situation, I would probably be naming Undercity Informer. In
Okay.
most, it's like Undercity or Balastrad Spy. Those are the two ones I would probably be naming. The flutes, I feel, gain some advantage. The fact that I'm a bauble deck, so
Okay.
like I can see more.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, and okay, and regarding the force negations, we saw that we saw you had the open hand, and then I kind of mentioned that like I hope you were, I don't want to sound like I'm ragging on you.
Yeah.
But like, were you kind of cognizant as to like, oh, I have to force a negation the dark rituals because his payoff cards are creatures, and force a negation doesn't hit creatures, right? So were you thinking about hitting the dark rituals, or like you're just thinking about hitting the dread return?
It's like, so the Force Negation, I was, at the time before the first Reggie hit the field, I was under the impression that the combo was in, because usually I suspect the combo's fine versus me for the most part. So that may be a bit of an oversight, because one thing that's really hard about playing against their deck is they kind of, it's like, it's a constant question of combo, or are they the creature thing?
Yeah.
So my idea was I wanted to catch either Charbelcher or the Dread Return were my two options.
Okay.
Because in my eyes, the Tormod's Crypt covered the graveyard.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like my other thought was, I saw the Elvish Spirit Guide, so for whatever reason, if I thought they had the Force of Vigor and a green card, that would be my Force Negation target.
Okay. No, fair enough. Okay. Well, thank you for taking time and explaining your thoughts.
No problem.
We really appreciate it, and good luck with the rest of the rounds.
Thank you. Thanks
right.
for having me.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, welcome back. My name is David. I am here with Jatan. Welcome, and thank you for joining me in this booth today. You are 4-1 in round 5. What is the deck you've chosen to play today?
Oops All Spells.
Oh, really? The boogeyman of the format? Really? That's the one you chose? I mean, hey, it is a solid deck. Can you just kind of break down why you chose to play Oops All Spells today?
It was my Pauper deck, and I
Oh.
changed a few cards.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How does it? What's the big difference between the Pauper version and then the Legacy version?
I play Cycle Storm in Pauper.
Okay.
And I have to think less by playing the Oops All Spells.
Okay, fair enough. I like it. Okay, I guess is it like what's the? Is it like 75% of the deck comes over to Legacy, like the Lotus Petals and the rituals and stuff like that, right?
The Lotus Petals, Cabals, I guess Dark Rits.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, so I guess the stuff that comes in is like Oracle, all the MDFC lands,
Yeah.
in Legacy. What else comes in? I'm trying to think of like top of mind.
I guess Agadeem's is your only real
Okay,
expensive
fair.
one.
Yeah, it's fair. Yes, because it is the mythic one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, fair enough. Okay.
The rest is mostly bulk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you basically you've had this deck for many months or years at this point because it's been Pauper, and you just bought all the pieces to build Oops essentially.
Oh yeah,
right?
I bought the Pauper cards like 6 years ago, so they're relatively cheap.
The monitor one. Okay. Okay. Cool. Makes it cool. Awesome. Okay. So again, you're playing Oops. Your game one plan. What is your main game one plan? Is there anything in the deck like count wise, like the numbers, like with Poxwalkers or Narcomoebas that you've been playing with? Is this like a pretty set to where you like it, or is it kind of like you're always fluctuating depending on what the meta is going on?
I'd say at locals, I'll take out the Memories Journey
Okay.
just to replace with Pact Negation,
Okay.
because we see quite a bit of blue at locals.
Yeah. Yes.
But I've been burned a lot by it, so I put the
Okay.
Memory Journey in.
Back today. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. So even in the main deck, people are still main decking hate, or do you do it as like just a hedge to ensure that if they counter your Oracle for some reason, you just memory journey everything back, kind of thing. Game one.
Yeah, it's more against I am the Oops guy.
Yes.
So
okay,
it's
yes.
like
People know you when you walk into Anime Alley and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
You know?
So like they open up on like turn 1 Tormod script.
Yes.
I've seen turn 1 Doughty with Alpha Chrome box,
Oh,
and it's
God.
like
really? It's like just because it's me, you're gonna do all this hate for me, right? You know,
well, I won the game with the
It's
Doughty,
yeah,
but
so there you go. It doesn't even matter,
It's-
right?
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So
Game 1 tends to go well.
tends to go pretty well. So even so, you fluctuated between Memories Journey in and out of the main deck at this point, right? Because I know
Yeah.
I've heard that most people are now trying it back in the side, but again, you prefer it more in the main, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And again, the Narcomoeba, the Poxwalkers, those are 2 and 2. You're
Yeah.
set with those numbers, kinds of things. Okay. Any have you ever gone to 3-1 or 1-3 the other way
I
just to
feel
try it out?
like you kind of just need 2 Narcos so you don't draw one.
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
Anything above that, and it keeps you out of consign range because you're
Yep.
trying to go for a turn 1.
Yes.
2 Poxes is safe with Bridge. It's
Yes,
like
okay.
you're at a very safe point that you could draw like 1 to 2 of your pieces
Yep.
and be relatively fine.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you a fan of Reanimate? Because I don't think your list had a Reanimate. If I'm
Oh,
not
it had
mistaken.
Reanimate,
It
yeah.
did? Did I miss it? Oh, I fully missed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Reanimate's there. Question: are you on a 61 or a 60? Oh, you're a 60 card
60,
deck.
yeah.
Okay. Because I know there's always the 60 card. There's the
Yeah.
61 version of the deck too. So sideboard plan. What made you go with the creature plan today?
We wanted a longer interview. we wanted a longer gameplay.
Okay.
Was
Okay.
one thing.
okay.
But
Okay.
also-
good. Thank you for that.
The for Affinity, Artifact Enchantment are like feeding so much into my Barrel Glaive,
Yes.
and they have to mold down to respect my
Your turn
Tur-
one
tur-
combo,
tur-
let's say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like when you shuffle the sideboard together, pluck them out.
Yep.
It's in the back of their mind. They have to play somewhat respectively.
Yes. Yes.
And that usually keeps bad hands. Like you're not going to see a Kappa.
Yeah,
Like-
that's why when he dropped the Kappa game 2, I'm like, that could have been a Chalice of the Void, or like that could have been anything else, right? I mean, hey, it is what it is. You have to do your best, right? Wait, is that game 1 or game 2? That was game 1.
That was game
Sorry,
1.
that was game 1. Sorry, that was
Yeah.
game 1, right? Game 2, he tried to like, it was just, it was that was a whole situation. So again, so you've been having success with the creature plan at this point, like kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say
okay.
so.
Fair enough. Okay. Have you done just like the full, just like Belcher LED and then like
Beseech?
the. No, actually, I forgot about Beseech too, but the Force of Vigor and Wear Down version too. Have you tried that?
I haven't tried the Force Vigor
Okay.
and Wear Down. I feel like if they have ley lines, you got it. Like
it is what it is, right?
yeah, because
Okay.
like I'm like what. Like there's a few oops players,
Yes.
such that like you're diluting your sideboard so much putting it in
Yes, that's fair.
that like I'll take the loss. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
I tried Belcher a few times. I just like the creature swap a bit more. I have 2 Belchers in the
Yeah,
sideboard
it's really good. Yeah.
just because like creature decks tend to be better creature decks than me
Yes. And
on the
yeah,
top.
yeah. So like blue black tempo being like one of them, or like even like a Mardu Cats or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So that's like I kind of just keep it there to keep hope because
Yeah,
like
just in
maybe
case.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah, just in case. That's fair. It's fair. No, because I mean, I was even talking to Steven as well too, the other commentator. We were saying that like technically, if again like which you're not in this case, but if you're full in on the Belcher plan, Consign gets you both ways. It gets you on the Balustrade Spy front, and it gets you on the Tar Belcher front,
Yeah.
right? You know, so
And it's
kinda
also slower.
And it's slower. Oh yes, much
Yeah.
slower as well too, right? So I mean, it's not the most amazing to fall more into that Consign territory. So seeing this creature plan, it was it's definitely it gives faith to the deck that you don't have to always rely on like another combo piece for the transformational sideboard, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so in game 2, when you were casting your rituals and your lowest petals, did you think he ever was going to counter any of them at any point? No, right? You were just like full in. Okay, done.
Oh,
Simple as that.
because it's like if he counters one,
yes.
I get anything to stick on the board.
Yeah.
Affinity is like top thinking what like a lotus petal.
Yeah.
a Mox,
What are you gonna draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So you just went okay. If you don't stop any of these rituals and petals, I'm just gonna make creatures, and you just drop 2 registers and said, okay, your turn, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And then like
fair enough.
Dalthi eventually coming out, probably not.
Yeah, at
it's
that
like,
point too. Yeah, at some point. Makes sense. Well, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the win. And I'm sorry, congrats for the win, rather. Again, you're going into round 6 as X1, so possibly, again, I'm not a breakers guy, but possibly one more win, you might be able to draw in. And we'll see what happens, right? So, congrats. Again, I'm signing out for now. Jatan is 4-1 going into round 6. We'll continue on round 6 very shortly. See you then. And